Sorry, the dog barked right when I counted down. We're keeping that in.
Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Did you play
Okay.
Donkey Kong Country 2?
So we've gone from Lion King to Sleeping Beauty. Okay.
No, it's Bramble Scramble.
Yeah, it's Bramble Blast.
Yeah, but this is funny.
You know, Sleeping Beauty is actually like one of my least favorite Disney movies because it's really, really boring.
I've never even watched it. I only know it.
The
from
whole
Kingdom
problem
Hearts.
with the movie was they didn't invite Maleficent to the fucking party.
Yeah, basically. They were just kind of, I mean, because she's...
Also, you're gonna curse an entire household because one kid's a dick. Which kids are off to do
Kids
because
are
they're kids.
Here's the thing, you know, like, I don't really think Disney's good at adapting fairy tales, like, at all. Like,
They have to
they've
change them a lot. Like, because I think The Little Mermaid's, like, still a good movie. It's just very different from the actual fairy tale version of it.
Her
Like-
legs were a split fin. Like, let's be real.
She also dies.
Yeah.
It's
She
like Disney...
dies and gets reincarnated as, like, a spirit of the air who has to do good deeds for, like, several hundred years to attain immortality. It was very weird.
Yeah, well, you see, Disney is so ubiquitous that it actually changed what generally people consider a fairy tale. Because people, when they hear the word fairy tale, will think Disney, even though Disney interpretations of fairy tales are much less dark than the original
When
versions.
people think fairy tale, one of the things they think is happy endings, and I'm like, no, not
Most
really.
fairy tales were downer endings.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure Hansel and Gretel just straight up get eaten and,
Yeah.
like, don't come
Because
back.
because the moral is don't trust strangers.
I'm not sure they get eaten, but I do think they shove the witch into her own oven.
Yeah, that's right. They burn the witch down with her house.
Yeah.
They burn her.
And like Thumbelina, which was not a Disney adaptation, by the way. That was
It might as well. It might as well.
It was
have
Don
been.
Bluth trying to be Disney.
I love that. I love that frickin' Anastasia is now actually a Disney princess after years of everybody just thinking that she was. Now that Disney bought
Wait.
Fox.
Oh.
Since
Yeah.
Disney bought Fox, Anastasia is now a Disney movie. And so Anastasia is now a Disney princess after years of everybody assuming she was.
Yeah, she was never a Disney character. But Thumbelina, okay, is basically a story about this little, like, thumb-high girl, like, drifting off onto wild adventures into which a succession of progressively uglier people try to force her into marriage, and she winds up accepting the proposal from the first handsome person to ask her nicely. Yeah, fairy tales are kind of skeevy at times.
The moral of the story is be shallow, kids.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, okay, here's the thing. Considering that these were written for, like, what, the 1400s, that makes
Well, a
sense.
little bit later than that, but
But still, like, you know, medieval Europe, basically what it's like, go with the best you can get, is actually a relatively reasonable moral for the time, because many women, you know, it's just like, okay, does your husband beat you? No. Does he have a job? Yes. Okay, probably a good husband, because men are terrible. And that's literally the best you can hope for, because it's the 1500s Europe, and if you're a woman, you don't count as a person. So that's a depressingly realistic but good moral for them. Oh,
For a
God.
second, I thought you were describing modern day America.
Oh, you know,
Hey.
you know. If you
Okay.
can, in fact, read that as a metaphor for modern America, that says more about modern America than it does about medieval Europe. So, yeah.
So something I didn't get a chance to bring up earlier was in the first Shadow level. Okay, I understand that, you know, Diddy, Donkey's tie and Diddy's hat and shirt and Dixie's beret all glow. Why is it Cranky's beard?
So you know how, like, when you go, like, bowling with the space bowling,
cosmic bowling.
cosmic bowling, and, you know, the stuff glows because it's white? I guess that's why?
It's a fake beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and if we're talking about shit that's peak 9, that's like Peak time periods, cosmic bowling.
Cosmic bowling.
Cosmic bowling.
Oh,
Uh,
I haven't been cosmic bowling in
I
forever.
haven't been bowling in forever.
My dad is like an avid bowler now, and it's really sad because it's probably the lamest thing he could possibly be into. And my
No,
dad's into a
curling.
lot of. My dad's also into curling.
Oh
He
god, yours is too.
My dad watches curling like normally, like outside of the Olympics. It's disgusting.
Okay. No. My dad's actually been to curling lessons.
what is
Oh.
it? What is it about golf and bowling that every adult on the planet needs to be into it for some reason?
At least golf is like kind of therapeutic. Like it's nature.
Oh yeah,
walking,
I can say that, but
suppose.
it's like, it's apparently the sophisticated sport. Like, would it be too much to ask for one politician who hates golf?
Well, you see, it's golf's the sophisticated sport because it's the expensive sport. Because
Yeah,
a
it's only-
decent, I think like $1,000 might get you a mediocre set of clubs. So
It was also one of the few remaining places where you could be racist to get away with it.
Yeah, but still,
God.
would it be too much to ask for one politician to just not like golf? I'd like to see that happen. Just so that I can pretend that politicians are different from each other.
the
Maybe in the future when our generation is fully in charge and we're all playing LAN parties in Halo, as political meetups.
That would be like the movie Head
It's
of
like-
State, where
it's-
he's
it's-
actually playing video games on the campaign trail.
All right, you see, I think that your tax brackets are a little bit out of. Oh my God, you're choosing Meta Knight. Oh my God, you're the worst. So anyway, about the immigration policy. So yeah, honestly, golf courses are like a gigantic waste of money and
Land.
gas and land and water, and also lawns. Lawns should be extinct because I get no satisfaction out of having a couple of square feet of grass in front of my house, and it's a huge waste of gasoline and time and money and water. and
Honestly,
grass.
though,
But it's your grass.
Yeah, but I don't give a crap. All right, it's grass. All
honestly
right.
though, as long as humankind keeps its obsession with golf courses, we'll at least have some nature preserved in some form to keep generating oxygen for us. So, yeah, I changed my mind. Keep liking golf, politicians.
Trees do that more than grass, though, is the thing.
Yeah, but there
Yeah,
are
but-
trees on golf courses.
Yeah, you need at least a couple of trees in order to like have a tree for them to not want to hit. I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's something.
And I do have the actual sport of golf to thank for Hot Shots Golf and everybody's golf. So
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
the Camelot golf games are really, really good. And
Yeah.
when they could, I hope that we get another Mario Golf sometime relatively soon.
They'll
Or-
force you to use the Joy-Cons to swing.
I'm still surprised that they didn't make a Mario Golf when that's such a layup for motion controls. Because from what I remember of Wii Sports Golf, it actually did a relatively decent job at like detecting your angle and like speed too. So it probably would have worked better than like the baseball Mario Sport for Wii did, which is awful and I hate it.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, Wii Golf was pretty accurate.
They also didn't have a real Mario Tennis on Wii either, which again is also one of those like layup kind of ones where it's just like, okay, Wii Tennis was one of the easiest and most reliable Wii Sport games. So it's just like, okay, Mario Tennis on Wii, but they didn't. They just ported the GameCube one again. And it's just like, what?
the Wii was stupid.
I liked the Wii. It's just there was a lot of weird
has some really great-
weird missed potential.
The Wii is the weirdest console because it's either the games were extremely good or really, really bad.
There was a lot of shovelware.
Yeah.
I know that every game like system has shovelware, but there was a lot of shovelware.
I don't think we had seen a system with that much shovelware since the NES.
Yeah, I think that's true. I mean, granted though, I think part of what made the bad internet review boom go off in the mid 2000s was that since the Wii was there, there were a lot of relatively new released terrible games for people to review for that kind of thing as well, which helped make content, I suppose. By the way, everybody donate your leftover copies of Gingerbread Man to Some Call Me Johnny at 1-800-SomeCallMeJohnny.com.
What? Why is it a 1-800 number and a .com?
Because this is as mid-2000s as possible, goddammit.
Yeah.
Well, if it's mid-2000s, you have to say www.1800SomeCallMeJohnny.com.
Yes, good point. Thank you for
Holy
showing the error of
Don't
shit.
forget that HTTP ://
Oh, so when I remember, like, when I was in elementary school,
They
and
told you to type that in.
Oh, yeah, and it took forever because I was, like, 6, and I didn't know where the colon and slashes were on the keyboard.
You actually had to type that in early browsers, too.
Hi, Netscape.
Oh, Netscape. Remember, kids, there was a time where Internet Explorer was high-tech and really, really good.
Actually usable.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft got hit with a malpractice suit about it.
Wait, really? About being too good?
No, because they would install... Obviously, it came with the operating system, but they basically made it so you couldn't do any other browsers on it.
Oh, well,
Oh, yeah.
Basically, they made it so companies had to go through them to do internet stuff on the Internet Explorer. It's like, yeah, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess technically it's their machine, so they can make it installable for whatever they want. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know
the point is they couldn't block people from installing other browsers on it.
Oh,
which
okay.
was
I
the
guess that
thing.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad. That's a bad.
very
There was some similar controversy about like Microsoft Edge being so tied in with Cortana and Windows 10 as well.
Oh!
Oh.
You almost saved that.
Thankfully, editing.
Ryan, I'm very, very proud of you. Your editing has actually been very good for this playthrough.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, that's a neat thing to end the level on.
Birthday present. Oh, it's a re-gift.
Another stone tablet? I got 2 of these already.
Oh, thanks. It's a gift card for banana.
So why is this object?
You know DK would love a gift card for a banana.
Yeah.
Oh, but I wanted a banana. Gift card can get you many bananas. Woohoo!
So why is this object, which would be perfectly at home in an ancient ruin, inside a gift box that is totally not at home in an ancient ruin?
Because it's DK's birthday.
But that's not an answer.
It's also the temple's birthday.
That's not an answer either.
It's an answer. It's just one you don't like.
It's just one you don't want to accept.
Well, of course I'm not going to accept it. It's not. It's stupid.
Time for probably my second least favorite boss in the game.
Which one's your least favorite?
The final one.
Oh, okay.
This boss is really kind of just aggravating.
Oh no. It's a baboon.
It's a ninja baboon.
There's going to be butt jokes in there.
Yeah, but like, why are there butts like that?
I don't know.
No, they like
Mate.
big butts and they cannot lie.
Mating displays, probably. That's usually why animals have brightly colored things. I mean, you should see what birds do.
This boss is just very time consuming, and it has a lot of downtime unless you're really knowing how to speed it up.
Is Cranky the best one for this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Sonic.
Sonic the Baboon is a movie coming out in 2020.
You're not wrong.
I mean, he does look like a baboon.
I can't wait to see how they fix Sonic's CG model.
You see, here's the thing. That's not going to make the movie good.
But
Yeah, I
just-
know.
Because the trailer was a bad trailer because the
It's a
movie
bad
looked
movie.
bad. Sonic looking slightly more like a video game Sonic will not make that movie good.
Yeah. Might make it less unpleasant to watch, though.
I mean, an improvement is an improvement.
Right,
I mean-
but polishing a turd is still a turd.
Yeah.
I'm just baffled that they needed to be told that this Sonic looked terrible, because it's like, it's not even just a matter of their movie Sonic looking different from video game Sonic. It's also a matter of, wow, this is a really not pleasing to the eye character design, just on its own merits. I don't understand why they did it.
Yeah, I agree with that. But it's just, can we not go and see an obviously bad movie just because Sonic's in it for once?
Oh, I'm not gonna see it.
Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm not
My
the only
gaming-
one.
My gaming buddies will probably drag me to it purely because it falls on my birthday.
I mean, I am slightly curious to see Jim Carrey as Eggman, but, you know.
Honestly, I found him very obnoxious in that trailer. So.
So, Jim Carrey.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's also part of the thing is that he was playing Jim Carrey and not Eggman.
He's
so.
always Jim Carrey.
He was playing Jim Carrey with a mustache.
Yeah.
He's always playing Jim Carrey. That's nothing new.
Like, the one cool thing in that trailer was that he started to look more and more like Eggman as the trailer progressed because Sonic kept on beating him up. And so he looked more and more frazzled. Which, okay, that was a clever idea. But, like, that's literally just it.
On the other hand, they gave it away in the trailer, so there's nothing to look forward to in the movie now.
Yeah, basically.
So, standard trailer syndrome.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you supposed to hit the not ghosty one in order to actually do damage to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the bomb knocks them all down. And I missed. Oh, tried to save it. Yeah, this boss is just extremely tedious.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Boy, am I seeing that.
So it's just one of those. The game itself is really great. The bosses suck so much, and I don't know how Retro Studios was like, yeah, these are okay.
Well, you know, mechanically speaking, they're sound enough. It's just, you know, they completely shit on the pacing of the game. If this were a slower paced game in general, I think these would be fine bosses, but they don't fit.
No, they don't.
I mean, the bosses in the original Donkey Kong Country games weren't really that great either, but they were
Well,
also simpler
they're-
and less time
Yeah,
consuming.
yeah. I was like, they're done in a minute.
I mean, this kind of drawn out, avoiding damage, jumping puzzle kind of boss is the kind of boss I would expect to see in a slower platformer.
Honestly, it would be better in a Mario game, all things considered. Or at least, because part of the problem is that in Mario's is that the bosses are both boring and over quickly because you can just jump on them after they're done with their spinny shell attack type of thing.
Don't even get me started on Mario 64's excuse for bosses.
Hey, don't you think that Andros, again, is a good boss?
So, let me pitch my idea for a boss to Nintendo. Floating hands.
You're hired.
The Glover sequel no one asked for.